3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna do another one. 10 seconds better than my first PB. Glad to... Awesome, man. Glad to hear it, man. Are we still talking about your file where you, back on the patch before the armor was added? Yeah, previous patch back. Okay, cool. Well, that's a good comparison. Oh, there's a chest. Should have just done that. Should have done a retire start. I liked starting with the first character. And I really... What I want to do is I want to find the dash heirloom, kill a mech, and then reset. That way the thing is, that gives me enough gold so I can buy leveling up so that I can equip whatever I want to equip. Oof. Nope. Alright, you reworked your necromancer idea? Alright. I mean, I'll hear it. Obviously my focus is elsewhere right now, but... That's the Stygian study. Does this corner over here is self-contained? So weird. Right. Whatever. Taking damage I don't want to take. Ah! If you do that, you should buy the soul shop upgrade so you can buy +1 equipment right away. The question is something like a +1 leather or +1 warden better than just having the opportunity to get stronger equipment? I'm gonna grab the Anti-Therica. This character is reset one. +1 Warden's pretty nice, but +1 Leather isn't great. Well, looks like we're resetting whether we want to or not. Is 670 gold enough, is the big question. No gold gain, and this is why I don't reset, because sometimes you just get no gold gain, and... Alright. I got no notable equipment, so... Let's get the level. There we go. Oof. First off, I get rid of spirits in general, but not a name of... And your weapon has changed from a staff to the scythe. Yeah. So you made a new mechanic. Alright. Yeah, I mean, people have, like, mana leech and stuff. Like, if the new mechanic is the dynamic that people are interested in, like, that works. So with making a new mechanic, the goal is just to keep it simple enough. Like, the goal is to keep it simple, but then I look at the Boxer, and combo isn't exactly the most simple mechanic. The more you consider it from a person who just picks up the game and is like, what is combo stacks for? I guess it's less that combo's a complex mechanic, and more that the way their talent interacts with combo stacks is strange. Alright. Well, we're having a bad start. That's okay. And now we get experience, so if we have to kill people along the way, it's actually a positive for us. Ooh. Alright. Oh. Whoops. No equipment still. If I did it, it was like a leather chest, I think. Obviously didn't. I'd rather have found Dash Heirloom, but that's just not in the cards today. It seems like just not showing up. Either life. Dash Heirloom's just not being friendly. There's only 2 paths right now that haven't been navigated. There we are. Whew. Alright, so you have to charge up your special. Okay, so when you kill... So, it's one of the characters that wants to charge up by killing a lot of, like... By just exploring the castle and killing everything, which is the way most people play it, which is why people liked the... Lich, because it rewarded the playstyle that most people did. I'm not killing with a single cast, so we're going with backup strat here. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Right. So, so your special is you charge it up and gives you plus damage boost and health per spirit. I think there's some number, like, miscommunication occurring, because you're talking about, like, to a maximum of 50, and then you immediately follow up with 105, 210, and, like, are you counting your max? Because I thought you just said the max was 50. So, I think there's just a quick miscommunication that's making it hard to understand. So if your talent just increases your max power... So let's just start with this. Is this inspired by, the Lich over in the first game? Where you killed things and it increased your max health, and then your special was to change your max health with, like, mana and other resources. Because if it's inspired on the first game, I just want to confirm, because, like, if that's the... How do I say it? It changes how I evaluate depending on if you're trying to go for the, Lich's sort of style, or if you were trying to do something completely different, and I'm misunderstanding the evaluation of everything. Misrouted. Wow, my health ain't looking good, boys. Alright. Bounty knock. When you get 5 spirits, can revive once at the cost of getting rid of the spirits. Alright. So spirits is basically a resource that you get for killing enemies. And so I'm just trying to figure out if I understand what you're saying. So spirits are a resource you get from killing enemies. You could spend these spirits to either increase your max health and max damage, or you could spend it to get a revive, basically. So it's a very, like, as long as you get through the first opening sequence, it becomes a very durable character. Alright. So how do you obtain a spirit then? Because it says, because from my understanding, you get a spirit for killing 50 enemies, then 105 to 210. Like, you have to kill a lot of enemies to get your first soul. I think I like the idea. I like the idea a lot. I like the general concept. The thing is, I feel, the cost of a spirit is too, like, to get one spirit, the hurdle of getting from 0 spirits to 1 spirit is huge. The hurdle from getting like, to get that revive, it's just too many enemies is basically my, like, in one aspect, it's too many enemies. You have to kill 50 enemies before this character starts doing something, is basically my issue. That is my concern right now. Like, if we can make spirits, like, instead of getting plus 15% damage boost, plus 25% health, like, if we can reduce that to just very small percentages of health, like 1% health, but then, or like 1% to a random attribute or something, but then you get a spirit per every kill, and therefore it would take 50 spirits to get a res, or something of that nature. Maybe their passive is just they get 1 free res, and then they also start with really low health. Something of that nature. Because I do like your concept with souls. I do like your concept of souls. I just think having to kill 50 to get the first soul, to get the first effect, is a little costly. That's basically my big concern. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's supposed to be a ramp up and encourage you to explore the entirety of the map. I understand that, and I do like that concept. The problem is, before you get any reward, you have to kill 50 people. That's a lot of rooms. And if you, people are not as good as you and me. That's basically my big concern. There are people who will die before they see their first soul. And I have a feeling you balance this with the expectation that people will see 5 souls. Like, if not, then that res on 5 seems a little misplaced. Because, yeah, I like the idea of... so in case you're wondering, in Lament of Zors, they had, the way that they made the Lich work is, basically whenever you killed an enemy, you got experience, and the experience went to everything. It went into, yeah, it went to your damage, your... It does sound a lot like the Lich, is what I'm getting at, and I'm saying that in a good way, I want to be clear. I'm saying that in a good way. The Lich is a fan-favorite class that they wanted to add, but could not make it work cleanly in the new system. So, like, hearing something that's familiar to the Lich sounds good. Yeah. I think, yeah, my big issue is just the severity of numbers. 25% health and 15% damage for a single soul is a lot. And then, of course, 50 per soul is a huge amount. Because I'm assuming the character has pretty low health to begin with. Like, it has pretty low damage and health to begin with, which means until the first 50, you're this weak character. And I think that's where the issue lies in my eyes. Like, a lot of it is fantastic. I just want to be clear. I like the concept you're going for. It's just the numbers, I think, are off. Alright, this is a question mark. Let's see if we can get a relic. Nope. Ooh, gotta focus on this real fast, but I do know you responded. I just need to focus right now. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. So your solution is to make it a lot cheaper. How about we make it 25.55? It's because I was constantly told that this would be way overpowered. They could get a free revive. So yeah, if you can constantly get free revives, it does become pretty overpowered. But how do I say it? The kin set does give a free revive. Revives are expensive, but they... Alright. Ah, messed up my shield block somehow. Cool. But yeah, I think if their starting health is low enough, having a passive that is one free revive is good. I don't think that so I think that having 5 souls for 1 revive is where the mistake comes in. I think where souls need to be a much smaller resource. So the way that you get experience whenever you get kills, I did tell you that that's how the system worked in Lament of Zors. The Lich was just like, it was constantly gaining XP, and if you had a ton of XP, it became a very powerful class. But you had to, you know, kill a lot of creatures. As you said, force a full clear. And like, it's a good idea, but one of the things is that the upgrades were added passively, and then your talent was to trade the upgrades in for a different resource, which is survival. Yeah. And you have to kill 2... I do agree, but... I do understand it's not a free revive, but what I'm saying is... I think the problem with when people talk about the problem with a revive is that getting multiple revives is the break. I think is the better way of describing it. Which is why I was thinking like the revive be a passive and then the starting health is very low. So that you want to hit your... Since revive always gives you 50% of your health, you want to hit the revive when you've gotten your health increased by a certain amount. And if you haven't, then it ends up being worth a lot less. It'd be too similar to Lich. That is a fair point. My question there is... It's hard to explain. I think... Here's the main thing that's hard to see. How do you know how close you are to your next soul? That's basically my question. How would you know how close you are to your next soul? If it was per every death, you just know every death is a positive. But if it's like, you need to get 25, how do you know when you're at 24? How do you, like... And if it is like a counter thing... Am I gonna pick this up? Yes. So, it's the infinitely hard problem of how many kills is a player going to get before they run out of life and such. With you and me, with like higher level players, we can get a lot of kills in a single life. But for the average player, I don't think 25 kills. I think 25 kills might be their max. And since your character is expected to scale, like you can't start from a huge base. And so a lot of people will just have this character that's just straight bad for them. Because they can't get to the first soul. Like, I understand you want to be high. You want to max out at 5 souls. Maybe if it maxes out at 10 souls, or something like that, it might feel better for you. Revive heals to full health no matter what. And you can only get the revive once. Okay. So that's the things that... So in this game, a revive means revive to half. So I think that's... having a revive to full. So first off, only get the revive once is a mechanic I didn't understand. That isn't very clearly noted. As for always revives to full, it's just that weird thing of an inconsistency where every other revive always revives to half. So, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying it's an inconsistency and you need a good reason for the inconsistency. Yeah, it's just trying to figure out the opportunity, the position you want to be in. Also, yeah, we don't know. I haven't been described how the scythe works either. And as I said, weapon and trait combined together is always good. And, like, the trait seems solid. The passive, the idea of just, like, getting stronger, getting the souls to apply to other things. I like the concept. Okay. Down. Found a maw. Cool. It's your... Yeah, the skeleton key is a negative. I recognize that. Yeah. You have to work very hard to get the revive and sacrifice the spirit bonuses. What I'm saying is, like, let's say that each soul is worth, is acquired at half the amount. Then, instead of the revive being costing 10 souls, like, so you can have a max of 10 souls, and then you have 5. Like, I think, basically, I'm just not convinced. Like, I feel like the numbers can be changed before it's necessary to change the amount of healing from a revive. Like, make it so you don't have to get such a severe burden for it, and then bring it back to half like other revives is my general suggestion. Oh my gosh, I missed time. I shield blocked and I didn't hit anything to proc, so... We're using that shield block because we're going to be breaking the mob before it uses another spell that I need to use that. Whew. It's not using the walls, which usually is a positive, but means I don't know when to use my shield bash. Yeah, we're just going to use that there and try to out DPS them off. There we go. All right. So we have them off. We're a bit low on health. Do I want to grab the book before I go to the Stygian study? I do have jump now. No. We're gonna go for this. Rewarded. Extra rewarded. Super rewarded. Oh my gosh, meat. I really appreciate it. Meat can come when you need it. Who would have thought? Oh man, that's a clippable moment, honestly. Like, that is legitimately clippable, that I was at low health, and then I just found 3 meats in a row in the same room for going for it. Ooh. Come on. Whew. Get rid of you. Okay. Go. Spirit bonuses stack. Yep. Just make sure all of his stats suck at base. Yeah. No, that's the expected. Okay. Oh, so you don't have to spend the spirits. It's just as long as you're holding on to the spirits, you get the damage buff. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Oh. Whew. Do I believe? Yes. I just don't want to face the Doombusses, so found a way to reach them without provoking. The reason I went for that lower one is because the little ceiling above it means it couldn't be the bad room, while it could still be the good room. Which, I recognize just defining them as bad room and good room is hard for someone who doesn't know what's going on, but I think that simplifies it so you understand my decision making, but I'm looking for the relic heirloom, which is a good room. And the bad room is the where you get the damage boost, because the damage boost is always to the right, and is this very big room that could not have fit where it was. Oof. Alright. Ooh, actually, the teleporting here is a good thing. Have I played any of the Soulsborne game? I started Dark Souls. If you look, I actually have a Let's Play of Dark Souls that I started up, but I could not. I was due to time restraints. I have not completed it yet. I have not even gone back to it. So that's the bad room right there that I just passed out of. The other one does nothing for me. Ugh. This is gonna hurt, but I believe. Now, just no mistakes allowed. There's not too many rooms left for the secret for the relic to be in. Oh. I guess there is a few rooms for the relic to be in. His up attack has very good horizontal range, and it's very spammable. Okay. So that is one thing worth noting, that he has multi-directional attacks. So it has an up attack. Scythe is basically a very good area effect weapon with a very wide range, but mediocre damage. Okay. So it's basically Hephaestus' hammer. Well, one room left. Gotta be very careful. What do you think about Elden Ring? I hear a lot of people are hyped about it. As I said, I've only played one game. I haven't even completed it. Like, I wouldn't know what to think about Elden Ring. By the way, can I just state, we explored the entirety of this Stygian study to find this Void Heirloom. We did it, and I'm very proud of myself. But we explored the entire Stygian study to find this heirloom. Ugh. Yeah. Sorry for the messed up grammar. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's, like, I recognize sometimes mistakes happen in communication. As long as the end result is we understand each other. Alright. Alright. My health is pretty capped out. Usually when I beat the game, I don't have this much health, so that's a positive. Awesome, got Void Bell. Okay. So more horizontal-based version of the Barbarian's attack. Got it. Alright. Anyways, I think there is some potential. There's some potential in there for if you want to keep pursuing it. And like my big question is, how do you keep track of the souls? Because you need to keep track of how many souls you have, but you also need to keep track of how many kills till your next soul. And it just seems like it's a lot of tracking that you need to reveal to the player. That's not going to be easy to do in a friendly way. Is the simple way of trying to explain it. Which I recognize isn't the most simple explanation, but I'm doing what I can. Ah. Press the wrong button. There we are. That's what I was looking for. Alright. You have a favorite game besides Rogue Legacy? Super Smash Bros. But I'm not good enough at it to be something that... Also, I would need to... Like, I still need to get a Switch. I've decided I'm not waiting for my friend to... Like, my friend was going to sell me theirs, but at this point I think it's just best I just go online and go order one. Because... Yeah. It takes up the same slot as the Knight's Shield. Yes, is the talent. The souls and the talent I expect to go together. That makes sense. There's one below me. Ah. Man, to do is hitbox on accident. Oh well. The air attack causes him hovering? So I'm assuming, like... Can you repeat what you said about his aerial attack? Oh, I was just saying... All I was saying, was that it sounded like the Barbarian's aerial attack. That's it. Now, here's the big question. Do I feel confident enough to climb the castle at 166 health? Or climb the tower? I think so. Because if I can, okay, never mind. I do not feel comfortable enough to climb the tower at, 89 health. So, we're gonna put a stop to that. Woo. Go. The book is still available, yes. The thing is, I want to climb the tower and then grab the book. That's what I was considering. Alright. Oof. I love how that boss does the fake out. Yep. And I like that they don't, like, try to repeat it. It's just, that boss has that additional third phase because it is that boss. Yeah. More likely to kill Irad without taking a hit than climb the tower without taking a hit. Good point. Good point. Alright, so my damage boost was high enough with... So one of the reasons my damage boost is high enough is because I have the Achilles shield. Alright, no mana. I can work with that. But that does mean with no mana I can't get to the damage boost on Irad, if anyone was wondering if I'm going to get it. Whew. Moving forward. Whew. Sun Tower. Continuing on. 11,000 gold. And I think we're getting XP for all of this, so we're gonna have enough equip weight for any equipment we find. Speaking of which, what equipment do we have? I don't actually remember. I don't know if I actually got any significant equipment. Oop. Like, yeah, I think I got leather chest. Exactly. Well, we're having a route that goes deep inside the bowels of the castle, of the tower. I almost want to go get that chest right there, but I think... Alright. Now I'll get this chest. Oh. Alright, cool. There's another path over here. So the reason I got that additional height is because that guy was somewhere down there. Okay, so there's an invincibility frames when you enter a room. And thank God, because that would have ended very poorly. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, we need to shut that guy off. Then we can go for this. Ooh. Okay. Surely I got some equipment if I'm finding this much gold in these chests. Before I tell you how to acquire the class, I want to ask you, how do you think the class overall and its main problems? I still stand by the issue is that how many souls a person will get is very dependent on the player's skill level. And some people will just not be at the skill level to take advantage of the class at all. Like, one of the things is you like want to be unique from the Lich, and I feel like the most unique thing is that it's a strength-based Lich, and I think that's that's like a perfectly acceptable way to make a new class. Like, I think the Lich is a great class to simulate. It's the thing that you want to make it distinct, but like, I still feel like there's some issues with the way that souls work. That you have to get a certain amount of kills before it starts operating. At all. That sort of stuff. As I said, the number on those kills is the one issue that I really see with the class right now. Scythe, whether or not that's like being for the character or not, debatable, but like I don't think that's where the issue lies. Whew. There we go. Do you think we should make the soul amount needed to get revived depend on how much damage you take? For example, if you're nearly at the brink of death, half the time you could get the revive early? No. I still think... my issue is just the price of a single soul. I think you should decrease the effect of a soul, the amount of work needed to get a soul, and increase the maximum amount of souls, and therefore increase the amount of souls you need, and the amount of souls you need, and the maximum number of souls. That's why I would increase. Like, literally just make it more like approachable. Compared to someone that barely ever takes damage. I don't think playstyle should decide whether or not you get the res. You think the final boss of this game is going to be similar to the final boss of the first game? Yeah, I have a feeling that this nameless knight is connected to the final boss. It might be him plus the tree, is my guess. Which feels so obvious that I assume I am wrong. And we know that there's a question mark boss that you can also face. Alright. Well, that was an easy pearl find. Alright. Alright, there's a door to our right, and there's doors further below. We're gonna go further below first. Yes, I think leveraging this life to get the doors open is more important than leveraging this life to try to get the kills. Alright, we found a teleport. That's good. It's me XP. Deals with an issue. Oh. Oh. That's where they are. Okay, let's just kill the boss then. Alright. Not finding a good time to use this spell. But hopefully we can manage anyways. Whew. Alright, we die in one more hit. Ooh. Well, my spell prevented me from getting the platforms, which would be the issue. And then, yeah, as you said, take forever with his amount of damage. Alright. Let's go with you, Prismatic Spectra. Yep. Final boss is, uses the power of the tree to change forms. Makes sense. By the way, really quick, what equipment do I need to purchase? Scholar Cape. Beautiful. Well, I've purchased the equipment I need. Generally speaking. Alright. I'm at level 25, so... use that. Grab the boxer. Don't switch to the boxer yet. We'll grab the mage for now. Mage for the bosses. And we still have more gold, so we're gonna use it to just increase our strength. A little bit. Alright. This is our character, everyone. This is what prime skill looks like. 330 health. Yeah, we have too much health. We put too much into health. But that just means we could play this character, go for the mage, and still survive an additional hit, I think. Ah. I feel like I'm allowing myself to get cornered a lot more in this fight than I usually do. Whew. Ah. So I dashed over there to avoid the sword from hitting me, and the sword, I dashed so early that the sword was able to change directions on me entirely. Oop. Well, that's it. No more hits allowed. Alright. Get out of my way, sword. I want to hit the hammer. As you can see there, I mean, the hammer is a good idea. Let's not play chicken. We die in one hit, and they're basically dead. Problem is, I don't want to feel like the sole reason that I feel like it makes it way too similar to the Witch. Yeah. Oh, you're saying are you saying that you feel like, you want this character to be unique even if the Lich is added to the game? Like, is that what your goal is? Because if it is, I'm going to unfortunately say that I don't think it's unique enough then, if that's the goal. So we have one to the right, and the rest are all to the left. Alright. Oh. Great. Well, let's grab this treasure chest before we get slaughtered. Nope. Alright. I think we actually reset to try to find a better entry point. Well, we're grabbing the dwarf. Stop, pop, and unlock. Okay. I think for exploring, we definitely want to unlock the... Put it back on night. And then we move left for boxer when we're done. Alright. Oof. Let's get slaughtered before we get this chest. Yep. Well. Beggars can't be choosers. So I was doing that literally to slow my fall, to prevent me from hitting that fire. Yeah, I'm unconvinced that I need to grab any more chests. Alright. Yeah. Want to be unique enough to not be seen as a lich. I don't like copying other people's stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Early apple. Probably good to just leave around. Get an apple at the entrance for every character who needs to use this map. Alright, found the onyx key. I'm going to have to pick that up anyways, so might as well do it now. So this gives, for some reason, picking this up gives you no iframes. So that's why I had to dance around there before I just picked it up. Alright. Okay, so that's a resonant object. Had no idea. Alright, there's the one we beat. Here's the new one. There's the teleport. Alright. Did that explosion destroy the projectiles as well? If so, I had no idea that's something that the spell did. Alright. Alright, cool. Well, Mage doing some real work on this boss. Well, at least on the axe. There you go. Mrs. got a baby this month, so now I'm an uncle. Dude, awesome! Glad to hear it, Joel, guy. Hope you enjoy being an uncle. Glad to hear it. Hope you're all happy. Alright. Let's now do this with the wizard, because we can. And that's the only reason, because we can. Way is simple, you just purchase it. On the far left side of the castle, there'd be a graveyard. Ah. I believe this is more damage. Woo! I was trying to kick off the axe, but my mind was not hitting the proper theme. Alright. Go with the knight. We're gonna switch over to lock down the pugilist. Boxer, okay. Boxer, not pugilist. Got it. Does this include how many times you've played the class and how many times you've been in the game? Oh my god! I didn't lock down the castle. RIP. F. All the Fs. That was such a good run, everyone. And I think it just died. Unless I get really lucky with castle generation, I just killed my run. Look at my time. Look at that time. And I killed my run here. All the Fs. All the Fs. Because I forgot to lock it down with the Architect. Because I had to unlock it for the Wizard. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. As we found here again. But we have a race to the boss, and then we have to, then we basically die, you bring out the Boxer. Alright, Fishin'. Where's the most right? It's that way. And it's down. Oh. Come on, you need to... Your task is to find the teleport. You don't have to kill, you just need to find the teleport. Good job. Good job. You did it. We lost 2-3 minutes because of my mistake, but you pulled us back into this fight. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna kill myself, I think. Yeah. We're gonna get a pugilist. And we found the room again. Alright, not a good spell. We have a hero complex if we want it. Plus 10% magic crit damage. No, I think it's the Boxer's still that good. I think the Boxer is still that good. Even though it's competing with hero complex, I think it's just that good. Alright. We now permanently lock down the castle. We have 30 intelligence. We did not find Duval's damage boost, but I do not care. So the Boxer, for those who are new to seeing this run with the Boxer, it has in this new patch, it gained the passive, Valkyrie will always do garbage damage, precisely. So the Boxer has the trait called Elusive, which means as long as the enemy's not attacking, you can be in its hitbox and not have any issues. As you see here. Double mistake. Alright. No mana. I was trying to cast the shockwave on it. I made some bad mistakes, but we got the... Like, you can see how the Boxer works. And if we could get Flame Barrier, we could get all of it. What does the lock above the character mean? Oh, the lock above the character, I have this preferential treatment trait, which says that character will always be of Boxer. So I do not have to worry about what class it is. I will always get a Boxer in that slot. So besides basically making the Lich, how would you make this class better in any way? Why is it bad if the class has a particularly high skill ceiling? The Bard is probably one of the most complex classes yet. And, I'm not sure if that's a good thing for the bard. For starters. That being said, the difference is that this character's survivability, the plane of the class itself, which I guess you again counter with a bard, but again, I have concerns about the bard itself as for its complexity. And this is also why you should not just, I guess, this is something that I guess I would have said that I always assume, but people don't always assume it in return. Don't just take my opinion only. You know, I am an individual with my own opinions. I'm not a designer. I mean, I do not design the game. I understand a lot of design concepts, but I'm not a developer of this game or anything like that. You have to take what I say as, like, my suggestions, not as what is the correct. Not what is correct, just what I believe is correct. Where's the spike ball? There it is. Ah, just missed. Oof. Why do you think it's bad that the benefits can be hard to reach for a bad player? I'm not doing... Yeah, no, I understand. We're not trying to insult each other. We're trying to explain our reasoning. How's the run going? It was going super good, and then I made some stupid mistakes. This run had me facing 2-ball, and like if I did it well, I could have actually gone the time. I could have gotten the time. This is actually my second run today, which tells you a lot compared to how it's been going since previously, but, like, I think our time is, like, now 1:11 for our previous run. Like, our previous run was really good. This one, it should be really good. But I made some horrible mistakes right as we got to 2-ball. Usually evolved around, like, not dodging attacks like that. Alright. But yeah, so I guess I should say that, having a high skill floor, so I guess this is the theme. It's the difference between a skill floor and a skill ceiling. I feel like the character, it's not that it has a high skill ceiling, which is okay. It has such a high skill floor, you cannot, because your character's stats are basically held hostage by a lot getting at least 25 kills to even begin. There are people who will not be able to play the class at all. Like, again, I'm going to stand by the statement that I think there are problems with the Bard class, and the Bard class made it in, so... Just because I think it has a design issue does not mean it's irreconcilably bad or anything of that nature. There we are. Whew. Yeah. Barter's at the top of the castle, so it can deserve to be a lot more complex than other classes. Yeah. Alright, 1:11:04. I think that's our new PB. Yep, I think that is our current PB. Unless our last one was 1:10. I don't actually remember. Well, I'll be watching the clips anyways, so I'll be able to tell you guys the difference. Either way, we're getting there. We just got 2 in a row that were around an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, it was 1:17? Alright, well, an hour and 10 minutes now. An hour and 11 minutes. We're getting closer and closer by every day. And that's amazing. And that's amazing.